Yeah, so what's up? Yeah, I um I wanted to say something a little bit about Brie Larson and that whole controversy, Yeah, I went to see that movie of course, that she did, Captain Marvel, last Saturday. Yeah, you know what? I don't know really. What does strike me about that movie, perhaps, is that there aren't really no good white guys in it. But anyway, that's not so perhaps important here anyway. And yeah, it's not. I mean, it wasn't her that wrote that screenplay anyway. So um, what she said, of course, was about another movie, and it's called A Wrinkle in Time, as far as I understood. And I haven't seen that one, but I kind of get what it's about, more or less. Yeah, of course. And she said like basically she was angry over some bad reviews, I guess, that the movie got, and of course then she kind of took it the wrong way, I think, and she just went after the the critics, and she said that she didn't actually care what some 40 year old white male, you know, thought about that movie, because they didn't make it for them. So that's of course that's insulting. I mean, I'm myself. I'm 40-year-old white male, so you know. At first, when I heard that, I was a little bit, you know. Yeah, sorry, I had to go to the bathroom. So I was saying that yes, the whole thing with the critics, and I've never been really a fan of critics myself, and it's an exclusive club. I mean, that's no secret, I believe, for most of you who know something about how things go, how things work in show business, and everything connected to it. So she found out that like there are just a few, very few, that female and non-white critics, movie critics out there in America. The percentage is very small. Yeah, I believe that, of course, and but still, of course, people will have a problem with her saying something like that. Like blaming an age group and a race group for not kind of getting. I think her point was that people that are born like before 1980, like and are white, are less likely to get something that is about women of color that are you know have been discriminated against and all that stuff. And even if that may be true to an extent, it still is a little bit hurtful, just to, even though I know she did mean, she addressed that to the critics, and not, I hope, not everyone who is a 40-year-old white man. So, and But she is very strongly opinionated, of course. That one can see easily. And otherwise, what I think about Brie Larson is, I like her. I mean, I even almost adore her because in the interviews she comes across as very spirited, free spirited also, and very kind of generous. Doesn't really, there are quite many stars that are kind of reserved, when they are out there doing a gig on a live show and all that stuff. They don't always share themselves so much. But she does definitely. And then of course she just recently had a an appearance in a movie theater, and where she just showed up like unexpected. And she took a stand, took a part-time job, let's say, at selling popcorn, not selling really, just handing out popcorn and soda and all that stuff. And it's, I mean, I don't think that a bad person will ever do that, of course. And she showed up at the movie theater and kind of just, introduced herself and, wished everyone a pleasant viewing. That was very nice. I mean, you don't see that. I mean, who else have done that? Especially, when these really. I mean, she is a big star by now, of course, and she is a young actress. She's like 29, I believe now, and you don't really see that often, and that's why I mean, I just can't dislike her, even if I don't quite like that comment. I mean, it should have been a little bit more specific, like, instead of saying like I don't care what a 40-year-old male thinks about that. I mean, she should have said something like, I don't care what an an average critic who in most cases is a white guy in his 40s may think of this. I mean, if he doesn't get it, that's what she said. Really, I don't care what if he doesn't get it, because I didn't make it. I mean, didn't do this movie for him. So yeah, what else can I say? I mean, I just hope for her sake that she won't make any more comments like that. But you never know. I guess the hope is not that strong, because people that are really, feel strongly about something, they very often, when they are met with people who don't understand and don't appreciate what they are doing, what they believe in, those people can get really, really, offended, and then they get very, very offensive. So that's how it goes. And so she is now, of course, gone out and said, I don't hate white guys, but and that was a good move, because she wasn't too proud to just say nothing, because others have done that in the past. They have gone out with statements that were clumsy, offensive, and they just didn't want to apologize. So that shows that she's got maturity, at least, to if not apologize. She didn't really apologize, but she kind of tried to clarify what she meant, that she wasn't referring to every white guy over 40, Because of course I didn't think so either. When I heard about that comment, I know she knows better than that. So all of you who are her fans should also know that. Yes. So that's it.